The next foundation I would like to lay on the topic of God's metaphysical relationship to you, can you or can you not have free will, are Hebrews 1:3, Acts 17, and Colossians 1. Hebrews 1:3 says that God not only created the world and the universe, but that he always constantly upholds the universe by his power. It doesn't say always, but the verse is always true, right? So God upholds the universe by his power, and the verse is always true. Moment by moment by moment, God is exerting power and upholding the things that he created. And if you stop and think about it, this must be the case because whatever he creates is going to be less than him, less than eternal, less than self-powered, so it's going to be reliant upon him. And so he must provide the sustaining power by which things not just come into existence, but also are sustained in their existence.
So he's using Hebrews 1:3 to prove determinism. He is the radiance of the glory of God and the exact imprint of his nature, and he upholds the universe by the word of his power. After making purification for sins, he sat down at the right hand of the Majesty on high. And that means, because he upholds the universe by his word of power, therefore, he's determining all your moral desires, actions, and choices from the beginning of time to the end of time. Right? I mean, obviously what it says, isn't it? Do you see the stacking going on, the grid going on here? The lenses, the predestinarian, deterministic lenses? He just looks on that text. He upholds the universe by the word of his power. He causally determines all thoughts, actions, and deeds by the word of his power. Oh, let me take that off. Oh, He upholds the universe. He upholds the deterministic universe, or he upholds the libertarianly free universe? Well, we'll assume that he's upholding the deterministic universe because we are assuming our view onto this text. You're blind to that, or you're choosing not to listen to us when we explain how that works philosophically from our vantage point, or how it could work philosophically from our vantage point, because it is speculation. To beyond full comprehension is something that the Bible doesn't tell us precisely exactly how everything like that works. Right? I mean, obviously what it says, isn't it? Do you see the stacking going on, the grid going on here? The lenses, he just looks on that text. He upholds the universe by the word of his power. Well, we'll assume that he's upholding the libertarianly free universe because we are assuming our view onto this text.
How are you avoiding or not committing some form of deism or dualism when you make those claims? I also bring up these verses instead of just launching into the standard Calvinistic proof texts, right? Oh, God works all things, or God hardens hearts, or these sorts of things. You have to have the right foundations in place. The three verses I quoted are foundational. They are not proof texts. You can't look at that and go, you're reading your Calvinism into that. I mean, it's just plain. God upholds the universe moment by moment by moment at all times. There's no Calvinistic lens there. There is foundation. And I build the rest of my worldview and read other proof texts like God works all things in light of that foundation. Okay? So the problem is not who has a lens through which they read proof texts. The question is whose lens is right, whose lens has a biblical foundation. See you guys next time, and remember to stay consistent, my friends.